Unfamiliar we love you sent me a long email the morning of that he planned to leave. And there was no battle, and I simply thought you understand what this is my day. I'm not in any event. Going to stress over it, I want to believe that he's okay. I thoroughly comprehend that he would have no desire to see a many individuals on the off chance that he was feeling awkward. Wow, for what reason are you putting on such a lot of weight, man? Is actually my choice it like truly wasn't hers on father's grave, on everything in an amazing new development. Deny Kardashian, the lesser seen individual from the Kardashian faction, as of late shared a stunning disclosure about his sister, Kim Kardashian Ransack, guaranteed that he was supposedly forfeited by his own sister, causing a stir and leaving fans in dismay. He further declared that this supposed demonstration had been completed for her own prosperity and flourishing all through Lute's excursion. He has confronted monstrous strain to maintain the Kardashian brand, prompting consistent insecurities and disengagement. In his most recent disclosures, Burglarized Kardashian has straightforwardly blamed Kim for profiting by their relationship for distinction and monetary benefit. He guarantees that she boldly used their own encounters, including their family's difficulties, to additional her own advantages. As per Burglarize, he felt like just upon in Kim's steady quest for progress with his feelings and prosperity being sidelined for her own tasks. This supposed double dealing has unquestionably stressed their relationship and incurred enduring scars for Lute's confidence. It is commonly realized that the Kardashian-Jenner family has changed their own encounters into a flourishing domain, gaining by worthwhile business open doors. While this adventure has without a doubt brought them enormous riches and impact, it has likewise led to a mind-boggling trap of stressed connections and clashing needs. Burglarizes allegations aimed at Kim shed light on the complicated elements inside the family, wherein the tenacious quest for popularity and fortune can some of the time eclipse the worth of legitimate associations and profound prosperity. Lute Kardashian's proven and factual battle with weight gain and self-perception issues has been a subject of huge public interest. He has transparently examined how the cultural strain to adjust to magnificence principles negatively affected him. He immovably accepts that the difficulties he confronted were bothered by the family's steady openness in the media propagating unreasonable standards of flawlessness. This, joined with the supposed double dealing holds onto strengthened Ransack's craving to withdraw from the public spotlight, energizing his continuous battle with fearlessness. Lute fights that Kim holds the title of being the most unsteady sister, driven by her resolute quest for abundance and notoriety. He declares that she involved him as a simple pawn in her determined mission for progress, taking advantage of their own encounters to earn public consideration and monetary prizes. Burglarized allegations infer that Kim places her own advantages over the profound prosperity of her relatives, leaving him with a profound feeling of double dealing and treachery. Lute's charges go past his own encounters, as he states that Kim took advantage of their sister Kourtney's wedding with Travis Barker for her private issue interests. As per Ransack's disclosures, an example arises where Kim focuses on her undertakings over the sacredness of family occasions, possibly stressing connections inside the Kardashian-Jenner group. It is certain that Kim has constructed a considerable realm through her different undertakings, including her unscripted television show design lines and excellence brands. While her enterprising ability has without a doubt brought her massive achievement, Lute's viewpoint reveals insight into the expected pessimistic outcomes of such a steadfast quest for abundance and notoriety, that Kim might focus on her business and interests over bona fide family associations. Raises worries about the obscured lines among individual and expert lives inside the Kardashian family. Denise's portrayal of Kim as a narcissistic sister lastingly affects his prosperity and connections. He declares that the double dealing he persevered at his sister's hands has added to his continuous battles with self-assurance and his choice to pull out from the public eye. Also, these charges have likely stressed his relationship with Kim and impacted his bond with Courtney, given the allegations of taking advantage of her wedding. The consequence of these activities features the potential repercussions that a claim in abundance can have on relational intricacies. In actuality, Lute has been observably missing for a critical period, and his family seldom recognizes his presence in open. Many committed fans emphatically accept that cutting binds with the Kardashians was the best thing that might have happened to him. They fight that his relationship with the family prompted despondency and unfavorably affected his life. Thus, there's interest encompassing how Lute genuinely feels about his family's notoriety being inconvenient to him, and how he is right now adapting. While reports on Kris Jenner and her 5 little girls have all the earmarks of being an everyday event, very little is said about her main child, Ransack Kardashian. It's been a long while since Burglarize headed out in different directions from staying aware of the Kardashians. In spite of the fact that he momentarily showed up on the show last year, reports propose that he is as yet not prepared to step once again into the public eye. Various fans immovably believe that Ransack's family assumed a huge part in breaking his fearlessness and adversely influencing his life. Assuming you have been a devoted watcher of the show since its commencement, you're probably mindful that Ransack went through a difficult period set apart by weight gain. The beginning of his weight gain can be followed back to around 2012, following an extreme separation with Rita Ora. By the by, and still, at the end of the day, it was clear that his weight gain was only a noticeable side effect of more profound fundamental battles. In a July 2013 episode of the show, Lute at long last focused on his fights and trusted in Lamar Odom, who was hitched to Khloe at the time. Ransack communicated how his weight gain had driven him to lose all of his confidence, expressing that except if he resolved the issue, he would feel detached from everybody around him during that period. A huge number of fans communicated their trouble for Burglarize and noticed that he went to Lamar in light of the fact that he probably felt awkward trusting in his mom or sisters. He held on to misgivings about their possible responses, as they showed up excessively focused on actual appearance, considering the vehicle General Sister's distraction with picture. It's trying not to identify with deny the presence of paparazzi exacerbated the circumstance much further. At whatever point Lute summoned sufficient certainty to branch out, they would barge into his own space and pose obtuse inquiries about his appearance. They would ask why he was putting on weight, and jokingly recommends that he was deliberately attempting to turn out to be much bigger. To build matters, some Kardashian fans started to insult Ransack Webb, based adding to his misery during those troublesome times. In May 2014, Burglarize posted a tweet, which has since been erased, where he wryly said thanks to everybody for filling his heart with joy by moving for being overweight, notwithstanding his endeavor to get over the weight-related remarks with humor. It was obvious that the web-based savages profoundly impacted him. Soon after, he shared one more tweet communicating the gigantic close-to-home aggravation created by the circumstance, underlining that no one could genuinely comprehend the degree of his enduring in the midst of this. Reports started to surface about Kris sending Lute to a weight reduction camp in anticipation of Kim and Kany's wedding. Purportedly, she requested that he shed 70 pounds before the function, adding to the tension and examination he confronted in regards to his appearance. As per a source referred to by Star magazine, Kris gruffly educated Burglarize that he was a shame to the family. She ventured to such an extreme as to call him a fat, lazy pig, and attested that his weight prevented potential business open doors. In light of the fact that nobody believed person of his size should address their items, Star magazine further detailed that Burglarize's sisters were cruel to him, going to the extent that utilizing plotting strategies by leaving enticing cakes and treats around, he felt abandoned by his family when he wanted them the most. The source stressed that for Burglarize, life is about something beyond business bargains. Subsequently, many fans started to betray Kris blaming her for focusing on shallow worries over certified care for her child. In regards to Kim, you could currently know about how she conformed to Chris, which drove fans to blame her for feeling embarrassed about her own sibling hypothesis, emerged among fans when Ransack left Italy the day preceding Kim's wedding.